Hi Sakshi,
Hi, buddy.
how are you doing?
I am doing absolutely fine. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good. And firstly, congratulations on the upgradation of Power Programmer from DSC.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, now let's not waste time and get into the actual topic. Like, when did you join the Infosys?
Actually, my joining in Infosys is 18 August.
Okay, yeah. Here from our batch, we had a beautiful days at Mysore, I remember. So these all things already I've
Yeah,
told. Uh, so we will talk about the Power Programming thing now. When did you apply for Power
sure.
Programming?
Okay, so I must tell you the timeline of power programming role. So at 18 August, I joined Infosys. I joined Mysore Training Center, and then we have a like training of 2 months. And at 18 October, it is over. And then in November, most probably 7 or 8, we got our release mail. And then in 30 November, we got one nomination window for bridge program. So whoever is like applying for bridge program or want to be power programmer, you should always check your notification whether you are on bench or in project or doesn't get release mail. You should check your email frequently. So like I nominated for it. Yeah, if you miss the nomination, you don't get another chance of paper.
Okay.
And then next paper will be again in 3 months.
Okay.
So
So you,
like, nomin, yeah.
yeah. Then when was your exam?
Okay, so after nomination on 26th December, they have given us one orientation session of our programmer, like what is the paper, how it will be done, and it will be this time in online mode. But right now, what I'm listening that office are opening and we have to go to office. So like, I think in future it can be offline. So you have to go to your DCs for the exam. So
Okay.
like 26, we have orientation session, and then at 9 or 10 January, I think they have provided us some sessions regarding Power Programmer, like some questions or some details about Power Programmer. I don't join them because I was working on the project and that was my working day, so I missed it. And then after that, at 11, we got our slot booking. They have given us two slot in 18 and in 22. 22 was Sundays. Obviously, I opted for that. On 22, there was my exam. It is of 3 hours from 10 to 1. So like 3 hour, and we have three questions in exam. And then after that, on one day after that, I got my result that I am selected for follow up discussion. So like I was so happy and nervous that like I want to uh, give the interview for that. So after this, they have like written mail that from 24 onwards they are interviewing us. So I was like, yeah, I get 4 to 5 date bus. No, on 23 they have mailed me that at 25 they 26 there was interview for me. So like 26 was obviously 26 January Republic Day, national
Okay.
holiday, and I was so confused why they are taking interview on holiday. But yeah, if you are thinking that there is Saturday, Sunday or any holiday, don't think that your interview is not on holiday. Like they can take your interview in holiday. So 26 at 9 a.m. there was my like discussion for 1 hour, and it was a very friendly healthy discussion. And after that at 29 I got my selection mail.
Okay,
So
very.
that was the timeline for PP.
So it was almost a quick process, right? From the day of exam to the day
Ha,
of interview and
yeah,
selection.
like from nomination to selection it was 1 month process, and for like exam to interview and all it was 1 week process. It
Yeah.
was really quick.
Uh, so if today you have given the exam, tomorrow itself you have got the mail that you are selected for the follow-up discussion.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And also you got some 5 to 6 days gap to prepare for the interview.
No, I don't got. I think I get just 2 days gap. Like on 24, they have given me a mail that at 26 there was my interview. 24, I think at 9 p.m. they have given me, and at 26 in the morning I have interview. So I have only one day to prepare. So like a student, you are preparing. If you are preparing for bridge program, then you have to prepare for coding round and interview too, because they
Hmm.
don't give you interview for and they don't give you time for the interview preparation.
Okay. You know that you have selected for the follow-up discussion on?
On 23 itself, like 22 was my exam, and 23 they have made me that I am selected.
So probably you are having from 23 to 26 to prepare for
Yeah.
the. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. And what kind of questions did they ask in the exam? There are, as you told, there are three questions. So what kind of questions did they ask? Because switching to a 9.5 LPA definitely must be a tough nut to crack. So what are the questions they have asked?
Once in LinkedIn, I have I have read one meme like if you can get into Amazon, but you can not get into Infosys DSC or Power Programmer because questions are too hard to
Tough.
crack. Um, Actually, when I I was released in November na, and in October I was in my home after Mysore journey. So training is over and we have nothing to do. So at the day itself, I start preparing for DSA questions, and I was using lead codes and all. And plus, I am doing questions of frequency because I was so free, so I was utilizing the time. So at that time, I have brushed up all my concept and I have practiced a lot of questions. So in my exam, I have three questions. I, we all have three questions. One is easy, one is medium, and one is hard. And I think for cutoff of a power programmer, you should crack 2 and 2.5 questions. And if you have done with the hard question, so if you correct 1.5 question, it will be fine for you. You will get selected. But if you are selecting easy and medium, then you have to do them 100%. So you will get selected. So my first question was, which is easy, was based on mathematical operation. Due to Infosys policy, I cannot share the questions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can give you the preview.
Yeah, just like
First
topics.
question. Yeah. First question was of mathematical operation. That is easy question. It is based on string and array. So like anyone can solve it. I have solved it in 30 minutes. Second was like medium question. It was a minimum possible sum of an array. Like it is DP question, dynamic programming question, and I firstly I don't figure out what to do in that question, and then I have just read it very clearly, and then I have solved it. Also, I have done it in Python, but when I check the cases, so many of the test cases are not working. So I have then convert the whole code to Java. It took me a lot of time, but yeah, I have
Java code will
converted to
obviously
Java.
be lengthy.
Yeah, that is very lengthy. But yeah, in my training, I have they have taught us Java, so I also know Java, programming
Okay.
Java. So I just converted, and then all the cases are passing, and there is no TLT error. So also for Python Python coders, sorry, because Python is so slow language. If you know C or Java, you should code on that. Baki, if you know Python, then it is also okay. But yeah, they also check the code with the respect of time. So you have to be cautious about that. And my third question was like a hard question. It is based on tree, and I have read it 5 to 6 times, and still I don't I have no idea what to do. And then I have just done it 50% of case is passed by me at that time, because I don't remember all the cases that what can be done in this question. So the simple method I have done, and 50% is passed. So total of my I have solved two question 100% and one hard question 50%.
Okay. So 2.5 out of 3.
Yeah, 2.5 out
Probably
of
it
3.
will land you there, obviously. So yeah, very
Yeah.
good. So how did you feel writing the exam? Like you felt it is worthy, matlab if you prepare little and put few efforts and hard work before the exam, then you can crack it. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, actually when I'm giving exam, I was feeling nothing. I was like, just ho jaye bas, khatam ho bas. I was feeling like that. And when you're giving exam, na, you don't know that how the time passed. Like the
And
3 hours, it felt like 30 minutes
yeah, yeah.
for. So that is why, but Hannah, if I don't prepare for that this exam, then there is no sense of giving it, because without preparation, you cannot touch that these kind of questions.
Yeah,
Like you
true.
have to do a lot of questions to like get the approach. You
Yeah,
can
yeah, true.
easily understand the question, but you cannot get to that approach, or
Mm-hmm.
what data structure you have to use. You have to use deeper gradient like that.
Okay. So first easy question is normal string and array, which anybody can solve. And second, there comes a medium question. In your case, they
Hmm.
ask to find the minimum sum of the array. And this also can be
Hmm.
doable if you put little effort. And next one is tree.
Yeah, there is a lot of conditions, as I don't told you, but yeah, it is mainly based on dynamic programming. Like if you people are doing dynamic programming, I will suggest you Aditya Verma YouTube channel. I have learned dynamic programming from there.
Oh, glad to know that. So that we are also will be able to follow that channel and then learn
Yeah, yeah.
from them. Yeah. And next, how was your interview?
Okay, so I don't get any time for interview. So like I have also seen the videos on YouTube about the interview, so that I can get the question, what kind of question they ask. So I have one day before interview. I have only one day left. So like one day before interview, I was like reading interview questions of Python, Java, and basically programming language, and OOPS concept and all. And then I watched some YouTube videos, and they told me that interview focus on coding. So like I have revised data structures concept, and I have see how linked lists operate and their operations, binary search operations and all. And then after that, I have also read some SQLs, and for interview purposes, in my resume what I have written, I have learned it. And also in my project, I told my seniors to like describe the best possible answer to explain this project, so they helped me in that.
Okay.
So I have done that also. And then on the day of interview, on 9, I was ready. The interviewer come 10 minutes late. He has messaged me on Teams that be ready, I will join you after some time. And then suddenly he have called me, so I just joined. So like he told me that to tell me about to tell him about myself very quickly, and only technical knowledge. He don't want to hear what I have done in his school or what are my qualities and all. So like he just want to know my technical knowledge. And he also asked me to share my latest resume. So I have shared him on the spot. And then he told me about the technology. So I told him what I am trained for in Infosys, in what project I am working, and everything, and in my college what internships I have done and what technologies I know. So firstly he asked me about my project, that which technology I'm working on. So I have explained him my project. Then he just question about something like Angular, Spring, and Java. So I told him about that. And then after that, he told me to share my screen. So I shared it. He told me to open some editor. So I opened VS Code. Then he told me uh, he just made an array, and told me to do one coding question. The coding question was minimum number of jumps uh, to uh, to reach the end of the array. That was my first question. So firstly when I heard it, I was like, oh my god, I have done it before. I was so happy, but I don't express it because I don't want him to know that he has asked me the question. I have done it before.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah, using strategy here.
yeah, yeah. So like I was like just please explain me once again. So he explained me again. And then I told him brute force approach for that. So he was like, you are right, but I want one optimized approach.
Okay.
So then he asked me, then don't tell me approach, just write the code. So my video is on, my editor is in front of him, and he told me to write the code. So I start
Like
writing.
live coding.
Then yeah, live coding. And then if you're doing code in your home, in your personal space, you will be like, yeah, I will take this and this. And if you're live, you will be very nervous that where to take what. That
Yeah, true.
was a thing. So like I have taken hell a lot of time. And he was like seeing me continuously, that what I'm doing wrong, why I'm writing this variable and all. So like I have done code, and then when I have compiled it, it's showing a lot of error. So like I have just checked it, like where I have done wrong. So like it will be very time consuming. Approx 20 minutes is gone in that, and
Okay.
then after everything, my code is not working. So like I was writing code in Python because like he don't told me to use any specific language. Yeah, but in some interviews they tell you that what language you like you have to code. Like they tell you mostly about Java, to code in Java if you are trained in Java. But in my case, I was lucky. They don't told me. They told me that you like in which you are comfortable, you should. So like I choose Python. And also in coding is Python is so like uh, less number of lines.
Yeah, yeah, very true.
So yeah, so like my compiler is not working of Python, and then I have like again installed the compiler, and it's still not working. So I was like going for online compiler, and he was saying me like, what you are doing, why you are going to the
The,
Chrome browser. And
their
I was like,
interviewer
"Ki, my
is patient actually. He's patient. Like,
he don't want to make me nervous."
yeah, yeah,
So
true.
because I am already nervous, and he's also like he don't want to. He was like, okay, just give me the answer and be chill. So like in online compiler, I copy paste the code and then run, and it is answer is showing perfectly fine. Then
Okay.
I was also like using some test cases of 0, 0, 0s and negative. So I was also making that. So interviewer told me that what you're doing right now. So I was like, I also like in my mind there is these test cases and I have not covered it in my code. So he was like, okay, you are thinking about different test cases, that is nice. But yeah, I okay, this code is fine for my array. So like he told me to tell me the space and time complexity about that. So space complexity I have told right, and time I have messed up. I have told him a very less time complexity. I have told him 2 to the power n. So he told me, okay, are you sure about it? So I have said, yeah, 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 I am sure about it because I want to show him confidence. Um, so
Sometimes
then
it
he told me
works.
that,
Sometimes your
yeah, but
confidence works. Even if you're wrong, your confidence will land you in a safe place.
yeah, but this time he know that I am wrong.
Okay.
So like, but he was like, no smiling, no angry face. He was like blank. He was so he told me that I want one optimized approach. This is not optimized. So I told him that then it will be done by dynamic programming. So he told me how to do it. So I like tell him verbally that how to do it. I don't do it in front of him.
Okay.
So like he was convinced about it, and I already take 20 minutes for one code. So he was like, okay, don't do it, just tell me the approach. Then he told me that what time complexity will it will take if
Okay.
you dynamic program. So then then I got to know that yeah, the complexity I was telling in that previous, it will be taken by dynamic programming. It will be 2 to the power n.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
told him, okay, sorry, now I realized TP approach will take less time. It will take 2 to the power n, and recursion approach will take hell a lot of time. It will take n to the power n. Then
Yeah.
he started like he said, now you are right. So like he then I got to the correct answer. So he was like happy that yeah, and then he moved further. Second question was he gave me one array, and he want me to construct a BST, binary search tree.
Okay.
So yeah, so like one day before I was revising my data structure concept, and it worked for me.
Okay.
So like yeah, I simply wrote the code of binary search tree to construct a binary search tree, and then pass the array, and it worked perfectly fine. I think I have taken 5 to 8 minutes in that hardly. So like he was convinced about it. Then further he asked me about what are constructor in Pythons,
Okay.
and also what are decorators in Python.
Okay.
So he told me, he asked me two theory questions. I told him the answer, and in the meanwhile time, he just gave me one more array and asked some slicing questions
Okay.
that I have
Normal
told him
basic questions.
basic questions like yeah, that.
So like he's
And
from
then
difficult, medium, and easy.
yeah, it's like firstly, if you are unable to do that coding question and you're not able to tell him the complexity, then
Hmm.
your interviewer is done.
Okay.
and he will not move you further.
Basic
And if you
requirement first is testing.
yeah. And if you are like good, like if he knows that you know coding, then he will move it further. So after that, slicing questions, and then after that, he asked me about uh, how to make interface in Python.
Okay.
He firstly asked me that do you like applied OOPS concept in Python?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I said that I don't apply or practice it, but yeah, I know I know it theoretically. So he said that how to like make an interface in Python, and I have no idea that Python has interface or not, because Java has interface.
Yeah.
I don't know about so I told him honestly that I have no idea about it. I have never read this concept, and if Python have interfaces, then it can be like possibly made defined like a classes defined. So
Okay.
he was like okay, and then he just gave me three tables, one table which has three columns and many rows in my chat box, and he told me to write one SQL query. It was a simple SQL conditional query. You have to like uh, do the condition, you apply the conditions in that query, and like I have studied about SQL, so I have written. So he was also asking me that what output you will get after like doing this query. So I told him the output, and then after that he have told me one more question which is somewhat complicated. So I have write the query. I have write very complicated query for that, and then I realized that yeah, it can be easily done by joint. So
Okay.
I have write that query, and I don't know that it will work for fine or not. So I told him that I am not sure that it will work fine or not, but yeah, um,
That LinkedIn
I have
personality is revolving in your mind, and it's like we can't crack it, so you're going for complicated answers.
yeah, that is true. It can be true. So like and after that I told him that if we apply joint, then it can be easily done, and I have told him the joint query, and
Okay.
he was convinced in the joint query.
Okay.
So like that, and then he want to take many people interview after me also. So like he was like okay, I am done with the interview, you have any question to ask? So like I have only one question to ask. I have asked him that sir, this is opportunity for me, and opportunity knocks on your door anytime, but today is the national holiday. Why you are working on 26 January?
Okay. You
So
asked
like
it
he is
finally.
smiling. Yeah, yeah. I asked because I was so curious about this. That why you
Okay.
are working on national holiday? And even in 10 a.m. my interview was there, na. So like there is flag hosting in Red Fort in India. So like I was so curious that why. So he told me that after that I am in leave for 7 to 8 days. So like I have to completed my interview today only, and like
You
I
just
have
work
also
for it
asked.
now.
Yeah, yeah.
You just work for
And
it.
then also no, he want to take leave, and if he take leave, then our interview will be scheduled after 7 to 8 days.
Then you're lucky only.
That is why. Hmm. So like
Only
he
one
have
person
taken.
has
So he
taken
was
your
telling
interview.
me, and then only one person is taken. Like we all are assigned to only one person. No, like in different person, but है ना, in different days there are different person, and in one day that one person is taking interview of all the people.
Okay. Okay.
That
So now, what's your next thing? Like now you're in the project, so obviously you should be released from the project to go to the training. And I heard that people again will go to Mysore for training. So how excited you are to go to Mysore for the second time?
okay. So like on 29 January, I got the mail that I was selected, and I was so happy.
Okay.
And it was nice time. So I cannot tell anyone my happiness because everyone was sleeping at that time.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. So at that, so like on 30, I got a mail that I my manager should give one tentative date that he will release me in my project, and if they are not, then I will be auto released after 2 months.
Okay.
So like my manager don't did, so like I am auto releasing after 2 months. Like on 30 March, I will auto release my project, And after that, I think we will have sessions, and then after April or May, we will go to Mysore for training. For training, they are offering us 2 months training, and
Okay.
for like a power programmer role, they ask you what you have to study. Like they will ask me that I have to study Java, .NET, Mean Mon, or
Like they leave the choice
Big
to
Data.
you to
Yeah,
choose
they
things
give
for
choice
training.
to us. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, lucky
So
fellows.
that
Yeah.
is a good thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because most of the people, they work on some technology till they get job, and after training they completely switch their technology, and again they have to work in the same unit of their technology train, and it is like little
Hmm.
thing for them. Yeah, but yeah, you're lucky for that.
Yeah, but what I think, like when my interview is going on, na, I have also asked my interviewer like which technology you are working on right now and what you are trained for. So he told me he is trained for Java full stack, but right now he himself has learned machine learning, data science, and big data technology. And in the project, he was working full stack, like on backend, front end, machine learning, data science, and everything. Like he have learned every technology and working like a full stack. So if you get trained for anything, you have to learn everything
Be
for the
open
project.
minded, yeah, to learn,
Yeah,
to explore new technologies also, and obviously a
yeah,
good
yeah.
opportunity also to explore all the other technologies as well, which we are not a part of.
Hmm. Yeah, Infosys provide us lakhs courses, so yeah, like we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
get any
that's true. True.
anything to learn in the lakhs.
Yes,
And
yes.
also in lakhs, you can get some yeah, programming questions if you want to solve. Like I have seen for practice questions, you can also refer Alex.
So, Sakshi, how excited are you like switching from 6.25 to 9.5? Because at the end of the day, it's about money, right? So, like, how excited are you?
Yeah, absolutely right. It's all about money. So, like, firstly, I am thinking that I have to give party to a lot of people. So
Yeah.
I am like thinking that my 1 month salary is gone in all the parties I am giving to my friends. And l- okay, one thing I have to told it in the internal exam, you don't get 9.5 first day itself.
Okay.
Like after the training, if you got the project, then you will get 9.5.
Okay.
Currently I am working for like my previous project, and then
So
I
you
will
will
get the
be
training, and
getting the
after
salary
that
of
if I
only 6.25 till the day you enter the training of
6.25,
power,
right,
the project of power program.
right. So
Oh,
like after power programmer I will get 9.5 package.
okay.
And also this program, bridge program, is for system engineers also, because like if they are giving, they can upgrade it to DSE role
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
without interview. That is a good thing.
Exam they have to crack.
Yeah, like for them, it will be 1 to 1.5 question to get the role in of DSE.
Okay, so all the system engineers out there who are listening, you also have the opportunity to upgrade yourself as digital specialist engineer. And lucky fellows, you don't have interview. So if you are in a system engineer role and want to upgrade, please apply, nominate yourself for the bridge program, and get yourself prepared for it, and then crack the exam. Yeah, Sakshi,
Best of
actually,
luck.
very, yeah, best of luck from Sakshi. I'm very happy to have you here. Actually, you have given more clear information than I expected. Actually, so I'm very glad. And all the best for your new adventure out there in Mysore for 2 months. And hope you will reach new heights in the future. Also, thanks for being a part of my video today.
Okay, thanks for inviting me. And like if you have any questions, further questions, you can comment here. We are happy to give you answer.
Wow,
Okay, thank
she's
you.
taking my role here, and she's being the yeah. It
Okay,
was like fun interaction, not like a professional thing, which I'm very happy about. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. So like,
Thanks, Sakshi. Thank you so much.
okay, thank you. All
Yeah.
the best, everyone who are preparing.
Yeah, all the best to everyone who are preparing. And in case if you have any doubts or want to know more about it, please drop down in the comment section. Sakshi and me, everybody who else can answer. I will bring all the people together and help your queries to get answered. And hope you like this video. And if you want any other video about Infosys or any topic which you think that I can answer, please comment down about that topic also. And please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Dikshit, as well. Bye bye.